Well, happy Thanksgiving to you. It is by far my favourite season of the year. I just love the fall. I love the colours, I love the temperature, I love just the feel of the hot sun and the cool air, and the fact that the fields have produced their harvest and the orchards are full of apples, and it just feels like that bountiful time of year that we get to enjoy together. Continuing to read through the scriptures into the Gospels, Jesus starts out his ministry and speaks almost exclusively to the crowds, certainly, in his parables. And really perfect timing when we're thinking about some of the parables that Jesus tells and the time of year it is, because he talks about harvest, he talks about fruitfulness, he talks about the fields and the farmers and the seeds and the growing that accompanies it all, and just the encouragement and also the challenge and also the eye-opening awareness that we're called to have in the midst of the spiritual journey that we're all on. So Jesus has this theme in his parables of seed, and the farmer sows the seed and the seed ends up in the ground one way or another. And the seed is the word, it's the goodness of the kingdom. It can sometimes also be about the good people of the kingdom. And a few times Jesus goes into some detail about the kinds of soil that it lands on and what happens in that field. And another time he tells one of his parables where the seed growing is really a complete mystery. People wonder how it happens or when it happens or why it happens, and they don't really know. Just really when it is unattended, the seed grows into wheat and to create a harvest. And thus the kingdom is this mysterious place of bounty and fruitfulness, even though sometimes we don't understand really what is going on in the unseen world. But one of the themes I just want to catch on just for a moment is that amongst the good growing of the kingdom, there is also opposition. We're told that there are sometimes weeds in the field, there's thistles in the field, the birds come and steal the seed that gets planted or that gets scattered by the sower. And there's also a parable in which Jesus talks about how there's a deliberate sowing of weeds into a good field. That the farmer sows the good seed and yet his enemy comes and sows bad seed, which is the evil in the world. And really the call to us at this point is then just to pay attention and to be alert and to realize that along with our growing, there's also this opposition that presses back against us, both culturally, philosophically, socially, spiritually. There's this opposition that would try and render us fruitless. So in light of that, I think the call is for us to seek to do whatever we can to cultivate the good soil in which we're planted, and to pay attention to the weeds that might be springing up around about us, and to keep our hearts and our minds set on the things of the kingdom, so that one way or another, mysteriously and intentionally, we might be fruitful in our lives and in our faith and in our communities together. So at Thanksgiving, a visual reminder from the fields and from the trees and from nature of the bounty of God's will for us, and yet also the reminder that it is still a battle that we live in, and we are to persevere on this long obedience. So have a blessed time, and hope you get to enjoy some great food with some great people and enjoy God's kindness in your life this Thanksgiving. Till next time, peace.